Xian obviously rocking the Seth numerous times up until this point. And I still forget, he's only 31.
Yeah, still, for how long that Xian has been in the scene, only 31. So, you know, it's kind of funny because people are like, oh, you're an 09er. Oh, you're an 09er. And it's like, you look at it now.
But he was mad young, though.
Exactly.
Coming into it.
09ers have been playing for 13 years.
Hey,
Jeremy.
stop. All right.
13 years.
Do you mind?
I mean, I've been playing for 10.
Oh, you know, either way. That's, we're old. Either way. MindRPG. Do you mind? God. MindRPG versus Xian. This is going to be a very interesting one. I want to know what happens with the Bison pick now. I want to know specifically what trigger is going to be on deck for the Seth matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, we're obviously, I think we're going to be seeing the V trigger 2 from the Seth. And the thing that's so hard for Bison is, like, Xian has already showed that you're not able to escape. No V shift, no V reversal, no nothing. If that Bison gets in that situation, how do you get out? I think the thing you have to focus on the side of MindRPG is just don't get put in that situation. And that's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah. When you have somebody as mobile as Seth, right? We talk about a lot of the advancing normals that Seth has.
Yep.
The axe kick also pretty much occupying a good amount of the airspace. Also, depending on what V set happens, or excuse me, V skill comes out, it's going to be
1 and 1.
Okay, that's going to be fine. No, it's going to be, it's 1 and 2 from the side of Seth. I was going to talk about Seth's ability. I want to know if Xian would ever opt to use like V skill 2 to kind of check the Bison from like full screen.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cats, man.
I love this stage. This stage is amazing. Lucky time, lucky cats, because no more curse is available. Roxas is out and the luck has returned.
And so we see the V set 1 coming in from MindRPG, right? Trigger 1, V skill 1. Does get an interruption off of the light kicks, right? Into scissor kicks as well.
Yeah, absolutely love that. And, good V-skill punish, utilizing the meter to get in right there. But the thing that we talked about before is MindRPG, every time he got the V-trigger activation, did not have the meter, so, you know, might come back to bite him. You got that little bit of damage, but Xian already made it out of the corner. Oh.
Pretty imperative, right, to continue the combo and getting, like, extra damage, not even just from, like, the buffs he had for Trigger 1, but we talked about that before. Xian right now is going to be highlighting some of the weaknesses that Bison has. It's not going to be a lot to do against some of the pressure that Seth presents.
Oh, nice falling normal into the full punish, and now this is looking terrible for Seth. Low stun, low health, trying to escape. What a jab check on the jump out.
Oh, next down follow-up. The hands. Deliver that blessing. Oh, yes, V reversal. That's so important, right? Not even letting Xian activate the trigger.
Yeah.
So smart from MindRPG.
Yeah, and that was the biggest part, too, because in that point, had to take a risk to activate the trigger and even get in, so MindRPG realizing he only needed one more touch. Oh, and give me the steal.
Install. No, okay. Oh, there's the scissor kick. Yeah, that was a counter hit. He delayed a little bit off the Hecaton freeze. There's some time. Ooh. That is a big weird punish.
Yeah, that's something that has been checking on MindRPG multiple times in the last set, too, getting punished on that standing fierce. So, love to see the same skill display by Xian. Oh, no.
Look at the damage.
He is exploding.
What meter do you get? None of it. All right. I take it back. I take it back. Chat, I take it all back.
Oh, but the drop right there. You can't let that happen. This huge extension. It's going to be so much damage. You're actually just dead. Oh, no. MindRPG had the game in the palm of their hands. And,
not like this.
You know, Xian knew that situation like the back of their hand. So, very good pickup on the mistake from MindRPG. And now, that was first game. That would have been first game. That's rough.
What happened? What happened? I don't know. I can feel Sajam's aura.
Yeah.
But either way, like, again, MindRPG, he had the game in the bag.
Yeah, game in the bag, but you have to be able to secure the bag. Now, full extension with the scissor kicks and the V-shift out. I like that decision. Ooh, the delay on the Devils.
Forward throw now, what happens? Trying to swipe away in case Xian trying to be a little antsy and trying to move forward, right? Or at least counter poke. But he was too far away to get that bait out.
Yeah. Oh, that is so much off of that crush. And in the corner now, one more sequence should be able to do it, but this is huge.
Yeah.
Gonna use the extension, and now this knockdown into the V-trigger too. But no, not even opting to do that yet. Wants a little bit more damage on the plate beforehand.
He has a counter hit.
Yep.
But it's fine. He wants to get the block spin going. Ball is
live. Oh, you're not allowed.
No, he is. Head stomp is
That's right. That's the one option that can get away. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter that you like dropped that last game. And you're right. We talked about it before that in the Seth matchup, the EX kicks is invulnerable to get out there. So one of the unique options that Bison actually has. And I talked about it in the beginning of the match. How are you going to escape that situation? Well, don't get put into it, but when you get put into it, having the right read at the right time, and Xian overextending loses that first game.
Yeah, one of the biggest things, though, is that it's not invulnerable to strikes on startup, so I think there's got to be a better way for Xian to keep his strings tight with the Trigger 2 activation, or at least like trying to keep the ball bouncing right. There is a block swing where you can keep him grounded, but as soon as that moment's over, I think he has to go for a strike to bait out that situation of using the EX head stomp from Bison.
Yeah, so I really like that MindRPG saw the situation perfectly, saw the gap, and went for the EX kicks.
Super smart.
Yep.
And it's a charge move, right? Like you can't just like
you can't just say I'm just gonna do that raw. Yeah.
You can't spam it.
You gotta have the timing appropriate, and the time was right. The mind game was on the side of MindRPG. All right. He knows what your next turn is. Okay. You can see the move cued.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he still ran into it.
Yeah,
Xian
that's
actually
rough.
thought he juggled out into safety, but that wasn't the case. He still had the block.
All right, let's see if that same situation appears here. There it is, the
you
bait.
See what I'm saying? Now he's going for the normal pressure, right? He's not going for the mix-ups. He's going for frame traps.
Yep, going back to layer 1. Absolutely trying to get the job done. Stun is Vector. Had to be reversal there. Most important part is you stop that stun meter from being a huge factor, but it still is imminent now.
Oh boy, the movement is there! MindRPG with a jump back. That could have been critical art possibly into kill, but plus frames afterwards.
Oh no, that EX.
That's fine, I think.
Yeah, you're not dead just yet.
Okay,
oh, no,
yeah, too far.
Yeah. Not getting punished though, a little bit. Not, I mean, he recovered in time, so now in the corner. One more situation. The trade. Were you kidding me? Shit. You chat.
What if he did standing light kick?
You die.
What if he did standing light kicks yet?
Xian with no fear. I mean, you have to have no fear at this level, and now the scissor kicks are available. The Scissor Brothers.
Oh! Yeah, Scissors does get the counter hit. A lot of plus frames that have been catching Xian off guard.
Yeah, but even if you're caught off guard for a moment, you have to be able to reel it back in.
Oh man,
no!
that's such a tough angle, right?
Yeah.
You can't use the crouch jab anymore. You had to commit to that anti-air. I mean, maybe he could have been active doing jump back medium punch, but still, like it's such a sharp angle to contest against Xian.
Yeah, and I love Xian walking back right there, understanding that, you know, the stun was a factor, but letting MindRPG go back to that neutral. And now the V-Trigger has been activated. No mistakes allowed. Again, stealing the scissor kicks is huge. His next pressure sequence. You want the plus frames afterwards, but the dash forward gets the hit. 1-1 on the board. Xian feeling good about that one now, and it's final game between these two. Who stays alive for top 8 tomorrow, and can MindRPG overcome the threat that is Seth?
One of the biggest things that I love about Xian is his consistency, right?
Yes.
Especially off of light normals. There's been so many instances where he gets the crouching jab into the stand medium punch target combo.
Yep.
That is so difficult to get consistently.
Yeah,
right?
to get
you
it every
have to
time.
see like the counter hit, and he's hit like so many of those. I've seen him stream it. He sat in the training room just looking at whether or not it's a counter hit and if he can get that full conversion. And he does it like 90% of the time. It's super impressive.
And that is the difference between being great and between being one of the best right there. Being able to consistently do that in these high pressure situations is so hard. And the pressure is on now because the stun meter is climbing. Low stun, low, so much pressure. And look at the gray health accumulating as well. So this next touch will be magnificent on the side of MindRPG. It's still not out of this corner situation, but now stun will.
He's not meter.
Yeah, he doesn't. Oh, it still gets the hit.
Still got clipped.
I like that. I like that decision to use the V-Still there too.
Oh,
to get the steal.
no.
That's so big. Oh, instant overhead off of the kick. That is so much. Is it going to be enough damage to kill though? Yes, it is. And didn't even have to spend the EX. Set point for Xian.
And one of the biggest things, again, with Xian, right, knowing being fully aware of what kind of resources MindRPG has for like the V-Trigger 2 setup is pretty important. But he actually still caught MindRPG with the frame trap. It wasn't even like the movement mix-up. It was still the frame trap mix-up.
Yeah, consistently getting the frame trap. Wow, got the immediate check on the EX there. I love that for Xian.
Oh.
Again, the 3 times. Third time is the charm there. And jumps in wonderfully. That's another way to punish the standing Fearson. It is looking grim for MindRPG right now because you cannot afford to take another string. You will be in a checkmate situation. But fighting back excellently, V-Trigger is activated. Now the pressure sequence is going to be massive.
Man, he chased him down. Oh, you're hella dead. Oh, you're going to take a ton of damage.
Not stunned just yet. Oh, and what a shimmy. Final game, final round between these two. Full stick of butter for Xian. And God, this could go either way. It's just explosive back and forth.
Yeah, that's pretty much the name of it, right? If Xian gets a hit, he's going to take Bison to the corner. If Bison takes a hit, that is going to be a ton of life taken out from Xian. So MindRPG, again, could easily land that first hit with Bison. A lot of forward-moving normals.
Yeah, and I love this walk-down strategy from MindRPG. It's so hard to just walk forward with a game plan like that. Put the side switch, and now the corner is set. This is what we talked about, and the party has started. Is he going to be able to get to open up? One more throw will mean stun, and there it is!
Oh, I thought it was going to be enough to survive.
Yeah, and Critical Art is available. This might actually just kill it. It does! Xian is going to move on to top 8 unless he survives with a pixel. Maybe the dream is alive.
I can't tell. I think he might be living, but I can't tell. I can't tell anymore. I can't tell anymore, but Xian definitely can. He went for it, and either way, like, even if it didn't kill, that's still a hefty mountain to climb.
Hefty.
Xian moving on into top 8 over MindRPG. And I got to say, man, that could have been like the first one to swing is pretty much going to win. I would have loved to see if MindRPG could get at least a hit in, but Xian getting it with a perfect.
Yeah, that is definitely, that's a way to close it out. And if you look at the rest of the match, that corner sequence did not go the way of Xian for most of the rounds. Every time he got in the corner, you know, MindRPG was able to find a way to challenge out and, you know, wasn't taking the throw, had the throw text, wasn't getting opened up by the sand light kick. And at the end, it was when you finally decided to follow the rules and take the throw, it was the time where, you know, it was time to go. But MindRPG put up one hell of a fight in this set.
Put on that,
yeah, it was so much.
I wonder if he could have gone into like EX head stomps to like get the Oki situation. But either way, man, ball is life also for Xian. He started to pick it up a little bit in terms of how he wanted to mix with Trigger 2. We saw that a little bit ago. We also saw MindRPG kind of traverse that earlier with his own counterplay. But this is what I like to see also from both players. Yes, Xian with the relentless chase down. MindRPG actually had a kind of chase down himself earlier too. I think it was like after this sequence. What happens afterwards?
Yeah, it was.
He went for the shimmy after that.
Yeah, went for the shimmy and got the stun to kill. But, you know, at the very end, it wasn't the shimmy that decided it. It was the throw pressure, and the pressure is no longer on for Xian today. They're going to be fighting Bear Pop tomorrow in the loser side of top 8. So fantastic showing from the side of MindRPG.